Never been here. It seems dangerous. All those mutants. I always wondered if they're contagious. What exactly are you planning, Lieutenant? Force seems the most appropriate, of course, but there's a lot of them.
What the hell are you doing? Get back to work. You're putting a lot of lives at risk.
They will die beneath the eye of Father Son if they go up to repair the roof. The man knows this, but does not care about them.
Maybe you're too dumb to put it together. So let me spell it out for you, mutant. The roof needs to be fixed. By your kind. Now. We don't care how many of you die doing it, either. You don't want to go up and repair the roof? Fine. Your choice. We'll just send your children and your elderly. All those too weak to rebel with you. Then, we'll execute you. You'll all die anyway, and without even doing any good. That what you want?
The man would send our children. The man is... They will go back to work. Leave our children be.
You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
Come on, guys, let's get it!
You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
I can't give you the cargo you wanted. Sorry.
You're sorry. You are. Not half as sorry as I am. I thought we could collaborate, Mancer. Had high hopes. But your lack of execution reveals yet another army dog. How disappointing. I am afraid your loyalty is very much misplaced. A couple slum merchants seem to be facing some mild forgetfulness on the issue of protection serum. I'd love it if you perhaps help jog their memories for me.
Can do.
I'm going to send some company along with you to lend a gentle hand, to make sure that the lessons learned and the payment, preferably in serum, finds my hungry little hands by day's end, whether they want to pay or not.
I'm looking for a prostitute named Sarah.
And you wouldn't be the only one. She was quite the popular menu item for the boys at the barracks, until she disappeared, like a puff of once lucrative smoke. You catch wind of her, you'll let me know. I'd be much obliged. Wish I could give you a bearing, but the truth of the matter is, the doll simply disappeared, along with a potential profit I'm not happy to have seen go with her, but would pay to see returned, with or without some added bruising as a lesson in running off.
I gotta go.
Then go.
on, guys, let's get him!
Hey there.
Officer, hello! What can I do for the fine officer today? Check out my merchandise. I have everything you'd ever need for hunting.
You've been falling a little behind on your payments lately, huh? You know damn well if you want your shop protected, it comes with a price.
Yes, no, I know. Of course, it slipped my mind. My apologies. Here's everything I owe. I'm so sorry. Again.
So you find my girl yet?
Popular young girl you got there. Word is the mob's looking for her too, but she slipped away. Maybe one of her regular clients could help.
Oh, well, let me think. There was one fella was deep into my Sarah, if you catch my drift. Spent all his serum, time, attention on my baby girl. John Labor, I believe. Fella from the slums. But if you're gonna find him there, you have to go at day's end. During daylight, the boy works round them military warehouses with the rovers.
Hey, you John Labor?
That depends. What's this about?
You alright? Look a little worse for wear.
Oh yeah, never better. What do you want?
A young woman worked around here. Name was Sarah.
Your girl's gotten popular. A lot of people looking for her these days. What's it to you?
Just a guy trying to help her out. What do you say?
Yeah, all right. That girl could use all the help she could get. Now, I tried. I tried not to tell him where she was at, but I felt like it only takes so much before he breaks. You follow? I felt like it only takes so much. Sarah wanted out of her family, away from her bitch mother, out of the city, away from the underworld, out of abundance, to a world of hope is all. A new start. That too much to want? No. So she headed off to the exchange to find a smuggler, or anyone offering hope. But thanks to me, she probably got those assholes all over her by now. I tried to keep my mouth shut. Y'all really tried. You gotta go get her first, mister. She's a good girl. So go on now. You find her, and you help her. I know you're coming to get me, but I've got protection now. Hired them myself. I'm sick of getting pushed around, extorted. By you or anyone else.
Damn shame. If you were a little more reasonable, it might not have come to this.
Hey, no! Don't hurt me. I'm just trying to defend my business. Please, here, take my serum.
You want to defend your business? Then pay when you're told. That's simple. But no, you wanted to hire a little muscle to fight back. That was dumb. That was very, very dumb. And it's gonna cost you. Break him. Make him an example for the others.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I kill him, he's not gonna be around to pay next time. Doesn't seem like good business. I think he's learned his lesson. Taking what he owes Anton and nothing more.
Maybe you ain't understanding. It wasn't a suggestion. It was an order. You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
Come on, guys, get him!
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
Here's your serum.
Well done, my friend. We are friends, aren't we? Your reputation's well earned, violent and efficient. Here's a little something for your troubles. Can't say I'm altogether pleased with your tactics toward this merchant or your aggressiveness towards my men.
Either I gained restraint or you lost a revenue stream. Figured I made the right call.
You didn't. Restraint is weakness, and weakness is, well, bad for business. So, let's say we try this again, with another little mission. One of the opposition's contacts is waiting for delivery. I didn't want to press too hard by assigning you to something so trivial until the merchandise got confiscated by a guard. You'll find the contraband hidden in the barracks. You know the place intimately, I'm sure, so I'm counting on you making sure that this withdrawal gets to our client discreetly.
Nothing's ever that easy, but I'll see what I can do. I gotta go.
Then go.
Hey! How you doing here, huh? What do you want?
Nothing from you. I'm here for...
The gal? Right. Sorry she's ours. Maybe you can come back later after we're done with her. You can get the hell out now and never come back! Or do you need me to help you out permanently?
Please! Please! There!
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch! Fuck, your lucky damaged goods are worth less, or I'd drop a hammer on your teeth!
Yeah, I think we've got a little misunderstanding. I need to talk to the girl, and you don't really have a choice here.
Is that so?
Thank you! Thank you so much! I can't even tell you how much I owe you. What they would have done to me if you hadn't shown up. But I need to get out of town now, for good.
If you really want to leave, I know a traveling merchant who may be willing to help you. He's in the exchange quarter and he owes me a favor or two. Tell him I sent you. It'll be a lot safer than trying to find an honest smuggler.
Really? Why? Thank you. Thank you. I will never forget you.
that Technomancer, right? Get the hell out of here. You surge around here, you're gonna fuck up my baby for good.
Just like you don't spontaneously combust, we don't spontaneously search. Is that you on the poster?
Yeah, name's Amelia Reacher. We're discoverers one and all, like father, like daughter. Why? What's it to you?
Well, me and my men need to get to a site on one of Aurora's shadow paths. Heard you'd make that happen.
Wish they gave me a heads up a Mancer was coming along. But orders are orders. I can take you whenever you're ready.
Slightest move, you're dead.
What's the problem? Why aren't you working?
Their kind work like one. If one is hurt, they all cannot work. And now they have one who is wounded, so they are all helpless. But the men do not want to help the wounded. They just want him back on the roof.
Well, there'll be a lot more than one of them hurt if they don't get back to work right now. We clear?
They're sorry. They will find a way to go back to work. Please do not hurt them.
Good. Just needed a little sense knocked into you. Let's go. You can't just sit around while the city's exposed. Get back to work.
They would, but their tools are too damaged to work. With bad tools, they will be in the eye of father-son longer and die quicker.
I'm not here for excuses. Get back to work. You had enough convincing? Ready to work again now?
Yes, they will go back to work with their bad tools, which will make their work slower and deaths quicker.
What does a man want?
Just to talk to you. You need to go back to work.
No, they will not. They will not die to go repair roofs broken by men. Men must find another way to fix it.
Listen, I know it's dangerous work, and the odds are pretty high that some of you may die doing it. But if you don't, the whole city will suffer, and all of you in the pen will die. Not just a few. I know it's an enormous sacrifice to ask, but it's for the greater good.
The man tells them lies, thinks they are stupid. But they know only men are beneath the hole in the roof. Only men will die for the destruction that other men did. They did not break it. Let the men fix what the men broke. What does a man want?
Just to talk to you. You need to go back to work.
No, they will not. They will not die to go repair roofs broken by men. Men must find another way to fix it.
I'm sorry, it wasn't a request, but you obviously need some convincing that this little revolt needs to stop. Get back to work, now.
He's going back to work. He will do what you want. Please, do not hurt him anymore.
You don't beat around the bush, do you? I thought the Mutos had to remain in one piece to work. Anyway, you're the lieutenant.
Oh, great. You're back. What do you want?
I managed to stop the rebellion. The mutants should resume work soon.
Well, there's a bit of good news. Sure it wouldn't have ended so well without your help. Probably would have lost my job, so thank you.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Technomancer. A pleasure as always. What brings you here this fine day?
I need your help.
And I haven't forgotten I owe you. I'm happy to help wherever I can.
Glad to hear it. I'd like you to take this young woman with you. Her name's Sarah.
Of course, I'd be happy to. If she wants to leave, I'm sure her reasons are more than valid, so I won't pry. You can count on me.
Thank you. Hello, Beg.
Oh, hello! Man, have orders for Beg?
I'm sorry, Beg. I gave your stone to your mother, but she died. I believe that she committed suicide because the police were about to arrest her. She put the stone in her mouth and died.
Mother? Mother dead? No!
I'm really sorry. I didn't think that she would do such a thing. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Mutants are back to work, Captain.
Well done, Lieutenant. Now go see Ryan and get paid.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Captain Eliza told me to come find you for my pay.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. I think I'm supposed to be giving you something.
Well, that's discreet. What the hell made Anton send a damn Technomancer?
Guess he thought I was the most qualified to deliver your merchandise.
Fair enough. Thanks for the delivery. I'd started losing hope. That said, we keep doing business. I'd prefer you use our little code going forward.
What code's that?
Guess I'm a teacher now, too. You come up, ask me if I'm a painter. I say yes. You tell me you have my pigment delivery. That's it. Ain't pretty, but it suits our needs.
Sure, whatever you say.
ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
Goods have been delivered.
I love a bearer of good news. Don't forget to collect your pay. One well earned. Got another mission. Appears there's a new purveyor of narcotics. Just popped up like a new star, with a brand new drug to sell us. One I've never even heard of. And a lot of it. And not that I'm not the trusting type, but, well, I'm not the trusting type. So I'd like you to find her. Get a sample of her new little candy, don't care how, have it tested, and it wouldn't hurt if you found out a little more about her along the way.
Looks like I've got myself a date. I gotta go.
Then go.
You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
You the one looking to sell supplies to Anton?
Maybe. You don't look like the kind of fella Anton sent on an errand. But I guess since you're here and know what I'm selling, you got serum?
Don't jump the gun, lady. He's looking for a sample first. Doesn't want anything he's not happy with.
Do I look like a charity to you? Either pay up or fuck off, we clear? Fucking samples, asshole.
I know you're new to this game, so let me explain things to you. This is pretty common practice, especially when it's for Anton. He doesn't buy anything he doesn't know personally. Otherwise, how's he gonna know you're not trying to pawn rat poison off on him? It's just a sample.
Fuck. Sure, fine. But if this is some sort of scam or trap, I'll let everyone in town know, and your little side jobs for Anton will be history.
Hey there.
Hey there, back. What can I do you for?
Word is there's a new girl on the streets trying to push some new drug. In pretty big quantities. What do you know?
Yeah, funny how word gets around like that. I don't know, man. Heard some things, seen some things. And to be honest with you, the whole deal seems kind of sketchy. And you know, not that I want to get involved in rumors that are going to bite me in the ass later on, but I got clients with certain rebel leanings that think she's ASC. Now, I can't say that they paranoid, because they tend to be, but in this case, I can't say that they're definitely wrong either. So if I was you, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd watch my back getting involved in that potential clusterfuck.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, my boy. How are you? Nothing broken, I hope?
Could you analyze this? It's a drug, but what I'd like to know is at what point does it become dangerous?
Well, after an analysis of the sample that you gave me, I can say that it is some nasty crap. I first wondered if I'd made a mistake, but no, it was very clear.
Made a mistake?
Well, you remember that other drug the soldiers had taken? Yes? Good. It's pretty much the same, but even more concentrated. Just a few hits make you totally crazy, paranoid, and violent. A nice cocktail.
Thank you, Scott.
You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
Come on, guys, get him!
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
I've got a little update on that mission you gave me.
I'm on pins and needles.
So I couldn't find out who the woman wanting to sell them to you was, but I managed to get a sample of the drug tested. Its effects hit the user in a blink, drives him stark raving mad. Why anyone would take it or sell it, I don't have a damn clue. But I guess that's more up to you than me.
And that's why I'm good at my job. My instincts, they're rarely wrong, told me that woman's deal stunk from a mile away. Find her. Make sure I'm the last one she tries to make a deal with, before that shit hits the streets.
I'm on it. I gotta go.
Then go.
So,
It's too risky. Not gonna happen.
I ain't one to let myself be pushed around, Mancer.
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
I've got a little update on that mission you gave me.
I'm on pins and needles.
The little entrepreneurial drug lord sold her last stash.
So much for the entrepreneurial spirit. But I'm sure this is best for all. Never have been a fan of the drugs, destroying lives, the lives of our youths. You're just waiting for your pay, aren't you? Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
I gotta go.
Then go.
Good day. Care for some merchandise, officer?
Hello, Amelia.
The Technomancer who doesn't surge. Well, what's your name again?
Zachariah Mancer.
Yeah, you're a friend of old crazy Scott, right? Scott Seeker?
Yeah, I know him. He found me and got me in with the Technomancers when I was a kid. Always looking out for me. Why?
He's one of my father's friends. I still see him every so often, even though he's getting loopier and loopier. You wanted something?
Do you know Colonel Mancer?
The one whom your colleagues call Great Master? Sounds a little cultish, huh? I've seen him a couple times. That old man looks nice, but beyond that, I don't know. Ain't easy to figure you out. You Technomancers are always by yourselves. You probably know him better than me.
Did you get to meet Colonel Victor?
Yeah, once, during a medal ceremony. Not exactly an open book, but I doubt anyone questions his die-hard patriotism. Why are you asking?
He came to talk to me. I wonder what he has in mind.
Is he freaking you out? You one of those people who are afraid of being watched? Don't be. He was most likely just interested in an officer with high prospects. If you're clean, you've got no reason to be worried, right?
Do you know Captain Eliza?
What a woman. Nothing gets by her, too old-fashioned and boring. She doesn't laugh often, but at least she's fair. She's your captain, right? Believe me, it could have been worse.
What do you know about the Vori?
That they're a bunch of assholes. They're behind all the shit going on around the city. Extortion, forced prostitution, corruption. The worst stuff out there, I bet you there's a Vori behind it. If I were you, I wouldn't get close to those guys. It's the best way to end up completely corrupt or completely dead.
You travel a lot. You must know the merchants well, no?
Well, actually, not really. I sometimes see a few of them on remote roads. Those guys crisscross the planet, and not only the shadow paths. They use sand sails, which don't give them as much flexibility as a rover. Still pretty smart, though. They don't even seem to mind traveling at night, unlike most corporate folks, because Mars is their landscape. They know it better than most. Ever hear about their secret city? Dunno if that's true. I respect their being free and well-traveled, but I've never had the opportunity to chat with them. And I'm cautious of people who are not loyal to anything.
What do you think of Scott? You know him well.
Know him well? That's an exaggeration. He doesn't actually say much about himself. Most of the time, he's on his own planet. Before he gets back down to Mars, well, we lose radio communication. He's nice. He regularly checks in to see how I am. He used to bring me gifts when I was young, but he can't help commenting on the chances I take and all. Pisses me off. I like him, but he's not my father, I mean.
What do you think of Jeff?
He's kind of a simpleton, don't you think? Too much of an ass-kisser. I wonder if he's that straightforward. Anyway, he's just a hick trying to get promoted.
Can I ask you about David?
Well, still shell-shocked by the front. I've seen hundreds of them. He blames the whole planet. He's probably not such a bad guy, but by blaming everybody, he pisses everybody off.
You must have traveled a lot. Could you tell me more about what you discovered?
You know, when I'm being sent out to explore, it's for prospecting. I drive around, take samples, map out the area, that kind of thing. I discovered 2 mines last year. We'll put them into service once we connect them with the shadow paths. Wow, it doesn't sound as exciting now that I think about it. But I don't care. Despite all of this, I can go almost anywhere. I see landscapes that others will never see, and sometimes I stumble across amazing places. I'm not doomed to remain under a shell of metal.
Can you tell me more about the sheds?
You're quite curious. That's where we park, repair, and pamper the rovers. They're under close watch because we can't take any chances with the slums all around. The Vori could sneak in and steal stuff. But we couldn't put them elsewhere anyway. We're not gonna cross the city every time we need to get out. Anyhow, if there's something you should do when you get into my sheds, it's this. When you come in, don't touch anything. Don't get close to the rovers, and if you want something, you ask me.
I bet you know the slums very well, given it's where your shed is.
Well, yeah, and so what? You must know the place better than I do. I know that you used to be a rogue before, despite a few old, unfortunate shacks that collapsed. It hasn't really changed. It's a sort of ant farm where derelicts who can't afford to live elsewhere pile on top of each other. And there's a lot of ants.
Well, me and my men need to get to a site on one of Aurora's shadow paths. Heard you'd make that happen.
Wish they gave me a heads up a Mancer was coming along. But orders are orders. I can take you whenever you're ready. Your first rover trip?
Yeah, first time this far from Ophir.
Nice! How's it feel?
Exciting, I guess. A little terrifying to go this far without having the protection of a shadow path, but life's about the adventure, isn't it?
Took the words out of my mouth. That's why I love my job so much. Life's too damn short to play it safe.
You guys doing okay? Nervous about the fights we're gonna face?
The fights? What fights? I did not leave my home and laboratory to foray into battle, child. Did someone tell me this? Because I don't recall being...
We needed a doctor with us, Scott.
Yes, I understand. I do. But fighting it's dangerous. People get hurt, and I guess that's why... I mean, of course, I will care for you. But no fighting means no wounds to you.
Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, it scares me. How big's the fight we're looking at?
Aurora's troops and Technomancers. We'll have to be tactical about it. Hit them in small groups, since there's not a lot of us. But we stick to that plan, and we should be fine.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure once we get there and we get to doing and not just thinking, I'll be fine. It's the thinking that wreaks havoc on me.
This ain't my first rodeo, Lieutenant. Being on a rover's pretty neat and all, but still, no different from past missions. Hit an enemy, get hit back. Find ourselves down deep in Shit Creek and then wait for backup. In other words, it always goes tits up. But when you've been in the bad long enough, you get used to it.
Did you just call my baby pretty neat? That's it? Pretty neat?
I didn't mean, it's swell. Real swell.
Holy shit. I think you guys plucked this fucker from the farm before he was ripe.
It's huge. Really just shows how big a scale Aurora thinks on. All right, let's focus on finding the tunnel entrance. Those structures look colonial. Dome has got to be close.
What are we looking for in here, Lieutenant? These are strange structures. I've never seen anything.
Are you looking for something in particular? Because I don't remember receiving an order to snoop around here. Not sure the captain will like it. Anyway, it's just my opinion.
A Technomancer from Abundance. And I heard you were all nearly extinct. What are you doing here? What do you want?
I want to come in, and you're gonna help me.
No, I don't think I am. Stop! I'll help you!
I told you you would. Don't know why you didn't believe me.
Here I come.
seems in amazing condition. Though I doubt Aurora's been taking care of it. I wonder where the relic the merchants talked about is, or even how they found out about it. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Well, looks like we found the relic. Doesn't look like much, but the style of writing looks familiar, even if I don't have a clue what it means. You able to decipher it? What is it? It even real?
We haven't been able to decipher it yet, but yes, no doubt it's real. Not sure if I can tell you anything else about it. I don't know what you're planning to do with it, and I don't want to offend you by talking about sacred matters, but you know some knowledge should only stay among technomancers, right? So be careful, please.
I know what I'm doing.
What is it? It looks old. We should show this to the captain. It must be important, judging from how well guarded this place is.
It's an ancient object indeed, but I don't think that the captain will be interested in it.
Oh, this is one of those ancient objects technomancers collect. I understand.
Man must have mercy. They will die. He does not help them. The man must have mercy. They will die if he does not help them. The man must have mercy. They will die if he does not help them. The man must have mercy. They will die if he does not help them. The man must have mercy. They will die.
What's going on?
The Aurora men locked them up to dig. But the tunnels have killed many of them, and they do not want to die. They will never go back to the city. They will die of thirst, or be burnt by the eye of Father, Son. They know they are only beasts, but if the man frees them, they will not help the Aurora man dig, and they will run away. They will not die. They will remember the Hammer Man forever. The man must have mercy. They will die if he does not help them.
Here's your way out. I don't know where you're gonna go, but you better get going.
They will never forget the Hammer Man. Never. They thank him.
There's a ton of different chemicals. They must have been using them to make explosives to help out with the drilling. Guess it would work for me too. One charge should be big enough to close the tunnel down. Just gotta be careful. But with the detonator and explosives, I should be able to set it off remotely and make sure I don't blow my damn head off.
You really believe that they'll have left enough to blow up the tunnels here? Wouldn't be very smart of them.
They need chemicals to clear out the access to the tunnels. They have the ingredients necessary to collapse them. Fortunately, it seemed that they were doing construction work on this shadow path. I'm sure we'll find what we need. I need some materials if I'm gonna collapse this tunnel. Need some explosives to trigger a chain reaction. got everything I need to shut this access point down for good. All set. Just need to get back to the rover before setting it all off. All set. Just need to get back to the rover before setting it all off. Those tunnels gone. Aurora's got no way into Ophir anymore. Mission accomplished.
The intensity of the vibrations is soothing, hypnotic. They make me so tired.
Dear old Scott. My machine's caressing you with rumbles. Sweet talking ya. Can't go falling asleep on a battlefield, though.
Thanks to you, the city won't ever have to face another attack like the last. All those people wounded because of those broken shutters. Just thinking about it, I feel nauseous.
It's probably the rover. Gotta get used to the vibrations. Most people fucking puke their ass out their first time.
No, I meant the thought of all the... Never mind.
I really don't get it. This is war, right? Aurora shows up and blows up part of our city, and how do we retaliate? Send a handful of people like us? I don't get it.
You ever do anything but bitch? Successful mission. Tripping a rover. Hell, if I was you, I'd be grinning ear to ear. Why don't you do that? Bitch less, smile more.
What can I do for you?
Well, I don't know if you know, but my dad died when I was young. Actually, he disappeared. He never came back from one of his explorations 15 years ago.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't want your pity, okay? It's not about that. What I mean is, I've never managed to find out what kind of mission he was on and where he had gone. I know he was close to Scott. He was probably even his best friend. That old crazy man doesn't want to tell me anything. He says he wants to protect me. Look, I'll just cut to the point. I was wondering if you'd maybe look in his dispensary for me. See if you could find any of my father's notes or letters or...
I don't know, Amelia. Scott's like a father to me. And besides, you know he's almost always there. How would I even do it?
I'm not asking you to break in or steal nothing. Just keep him busy. And while you are there, just flip through files. I'm sure he kept letters between him and my dad. He's not one to throw anything away.
All right. I'll try to make him leave, but if I don't find anything...
Yeah, I won't blame you. But I know that you're going to find something.
Hello, Scott. My captain told me that she wanted to see you.
Is it related to you? Are you sick?
No. Not that I know of. She didn't tell me why.
Oh, well, should I take my pouch then? It's an important question. I should still take it, though, but it's a little heavy. All right, I'm leaving without it.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
think I have a problem with going through your friend's things. I hope whatever you're looking for, it's worth it.
I'm trying to find information about the past. It's personal, okay?
Forget it. Couldn't understand. The officers, they aren't like us. They're above it.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello? I found some of your father's letters.
I knew it. Tell me.
Most of the correspondence was friendly. They were very close. However, there was some tension between them over time. Some letters gloss over an expedition that they had done together, but what surprised me the most is when your father talks about a boy who was actually Scott's son. The last letter I found is a bit bizarre. I didn't really understand what he meant.
What did he mean? Do you remember?
Your dad begged Scott to stop the madness, warning that his wife's divorce was only the beginning of what he would lose if he couldn't face the truth. That it was too late for his son. He seemed to think Scott was on the verge of self-destruction.
It's true that it's rather mysterious. Scott, a son. Did you know?
No, he never told me about him. He obviously lost him. No doubt it's still a touchy subject.
We have to find out what this is all about. You have to ask his wife. Did my father really mean to interfere in his family drama? Maybe that's why he disappeared? Please, Zechariah!
I'd advise you to not try anything.
I'm sorry, Deb. Are you Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife? What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends, Mark, and your son.
Get out. Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
Listen, I think Mark's disappearance was tied to Scott's research, and your son. And I know you were a researcher too, so I'm hoping you'll be able to help me understand the research better. Maybe even find your old friend.
Scott's belief that science could solve anything made him lose any time with his son, and that eventually drove him crazy. Take your research elsewhere. Let me return to my peace.
I'm not here to make you relive your pain, and I'm sorry if that's what it looks like, but I'm here for Mark's daughter. She sent me to try to figure out what happened to her father.
The poor girl. Hard enough to lose things when you're old enough to understand. She was just a girl when Mark disappeared. If resurrecting my pain can help ease hers. I loved our son. Scott did too. But he was never around. too lost in his research, lost in the dream of making the discovery of the century, of becoming a hero in abundance. Then, one day, our son started to show signs of mutation. When Scott noticed